Let's fight, folks. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, guys. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, guys. Thursday, the 7th day of July. Let's fight. Let's fight. Yeah. Welcome to the rain. Welcome to each and every one of you beautiful folks. Welcome. We trust that you guys are great. We trust that you guys are well. We see you there, Miriam Gaddafi and Denise Landon Welchman, Beatrice Selby, Natasha, is it Ben, Lynn Finance, our favorite folks, Lynn Finance and all the other guys, Renella, and I see Mortimer Timothy and Patricia Gravesandi Goodman, Adish Subran. Good to have you here, Audrey Ward, and all the other folks. We're so happy you guys are here with us. Yet another evening. It's Thursday, the 7th day of July. The month is running. The year is running. Hope you guys are fired up and ready to go. Fired up like Elizabeth Williams and Mavis Davis-Swell and Melissa Smith, Valerie Archibald, and all you other fantastic guys. Good to have you here, Roxanne Galloway. Good to have you here, good people. We trust that you guys are great as we are. Still trying with the voice. Really hoping my throat holds up and don't start coughing and so on. Keith Holder, good to see you. Leonard Farrier, good to see you. Veronica Primo Rollins, good to see you as well. And all the other folks, hope you guys are great. Janet Edwards and is it Sean Paul? I see Mavis Davis well, Shirley Withers, Andrew Cuthbert. I see Roxy McKinnon is here. Cecilia Ogle, Maureen Chichester Paul, and all the other guys. We're so happy you're here, folks. Like you, we're fired up, ready to go. Ensure that you share the live, and smash that emoji button. You know what you gotta do, folks. Come on, guys. Let's get down to it. Share the live, guys, and smash that emoji button. You know what we gotta do. Share that live. Smash that emoji button. We want folks to get valid, credible information. You all know how it is where we are sharing the time live. You all know how it is where we are, guys. It's so difficult to get credible and valid information out of this regime. It is so very, very difficult to do that. And that's why we're so happy that you guys are here with us, and you guys are going to ensure that others get valid, credible information as well. Michelle Dalton, good to see you. Claudine, LaRose Dukwa, out of Kokwani. Good to have you, Claudine and Sharon, Rihanna, Griffith, Don Joe, Junior Gibbs, Rosamund David. Guys, I'm really trying not to get too animated, and then, the voice goes and I start coughing all that. So apologies, but I'm trying to keep it. Sherry Ramdial, good to see you. And Dan Fordyce, Chanel Belgrave, and Louis Michelle, and Maria Niles, and Pinky Vaughn. Good to see you, Roxanne Odessa, Sasha Trim, Abigail Othleen Prasad, Erica Hooper. Great to see you as well. Jackie Baird, Mika Douglas, and Willetta. Good to have you here. And Brenda Moore. Good to have you. Everett Small, Dan Fordyce, Junior Henry, Andrea Hudson, Raymond Jones. How do you do, Raymond? Good to have you here. Andrew Cuthbert and Jamal Aziz. Again, all of our favorite folks are here. Emmanuel Duncan. Good to have you. Terrence Beaton. Good to have you as well, folks. Pace and power. Share the live. I understand how important these programs are to you guys, and irrespective of the feeling this evening, we're out here, folks, and we trust that you guys are going to stay with us. Smash that emoji button. Share the live. Moving on down, guys, you got to partner with us as well, folks. Pace and power. Eula Lafferman Rubens. Saw you on the podcast too. Thankful that you were here. Thankful for all of your support. First Lady Anne, is it First Lady Anna? Ruben Marquez, good to see you. And Jackie Beard, good to have you guys. Pace and power. Wilton Blue, Penelope Hudson. Guys, really happy that each and every one of you are here with us. share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button. I am ready to go if you guys are as well. We're going to hold for a couple of other folks. There's no do-over here. You can come back and say, oh, repeat what you said. Come early to the fight. Volme Wilson, Sonia Massey, Caleb, good to see you. Gail Alicock, how are you doing? Good to see you, Gail. Sasha Trim is here as well. Arthur McCalmont as well. And, you know, I see Facebook user, Charles Nelson, and all the other guys, Clive Jackson, Patricia Kiston, Andrew Griffith. Andrew, how are you doing? Brenda Bowman is here, and I see Junior Henry and Samuel Jilts. I see Pat Dawson? Good to have all you folks. And Gibson and Sing. All the ants come out tonight. Charles Nelson again, and I see Donna Samuels and Shauna Fortune. Jackie Beard. Guys, welcome in the ring. Hope you guys are good as well. We trust that you guys are feeling better than I am, at least. We hope so, we hope so, we hope so. And if you guys are recovering from that flu or from COVID or whatever else is out there, we hope it's very, very quickly you get back on your feet, guys. Jackie Beard, Nicoletta Campbell, good to have you, Nicoletta. Bantu King is here, Your Majesty. Janet Edwards and Cicely Weeks, good to have you guys. Wherever you're joining us from, folks, around the world, welcome in the ring. It's our privilege to have each and every one of you here, guys. Heaven Fit is here as well, and Shalon Griffith. I see Chanel, Carla, Joycelyn, Bernadette Lewis, and all the other guys. Guys, welcome. Trust you guys have had a fantastic day. Whether you were at work, you stayed home, you stayed in, you know, you were at school, whatever you did. We trust you had a fantastic day, and the evening ends strong. So that's good, you know, the day starts strong, the evening ends strong. Charmaine, good to see you as well, Charmaine. Dion, I am Bibi Sandy Ford. Gail Ali Cook is here. Oren Don Cook. Yep. Sean Henry is here as well. Evangelist Augustus Andrews here too. Clifton Henry is here. Clifton Smith, rather. Candy Linen Digit has just showed up as well, guys. If you're ready, I'm ready. Share the live. Smash that emoji button, guys. And let's get right to it. Y'all ready? Charlotte Edwards, Michael Phoenix. I don't want to keep you a second longer than I have to. Yep. Hazelin King said we there. Indeed, we outside, Hazelin, we outside. Deborah Jones and all the other guys. Melanie Semple de Silva, good to see you. Is it Melanie? Melanie? I hope I pronounced one of it right. Sandra Davis is here. Nikki Innes and all the other guys. I see Sandra Ford. Sandra Ford said we up top, we there. Good. Up top. Nikki Innes and Lincoln King, Majesty. Good to have you here, Lincoln. Pamela Sanchari, good to have you, and all the other guys, welcome. Keith, I see Keith is here as well. Maureen Chichester Paul, and all the other folks. Marcia Boston is here too. Junior Henry, good having each and every one of you. Beautiful, lovely folks here with us. Good to have you guys. Lannis Bias, we're so privileged and so happy that you're here. Vanessa Hackett, and Dan, and all the other guys, all the other folks, all the other peoples. Y'all know y'all self ring silence. Welcome in the ring, folks. We're fired up at this end as much as we can and ready to go. We trust that you guys are great. We trust the day has been kind to you, folks. You ready? Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button for us. We got a couple of ththings we want to raise at you, folks, and then we get out of here so you can get on with life. That's how we like to do it. Quick, fast, and nasty. Good to have you folks. And it beats being wicked, stinking, dirty. Good to have you folks. Joylyn Cook. Good to have you folks. Dan Fordyce, Lola John, Erica Hooper, and all the other guys. Happy to have you here, folks. Happy to have each and every one of you. I want to shout family so loud. They will throat, folks. They will throat. We're coming to come. Good to have you here, folks. We're ready to get to the fight. God, if you guys are ready, here's where we start from, folks. Of course. From around the world. So very privileged, really, and so that each and every one of you join us night after night. Hundreds of you, thousands of you join us from around the world. We're heartened by that. We're humble. We thank you for your love and your support, even your prayers. We feel it. Folks, moving on. This is what we're following. This is what we've been following, because the world has been following, the fall of Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, the rise and fall of Boris Johnson. Yep. That's how it happens, quick. Soon as you think you're settled and you're there, that's it, That is it. The Prime Minister of Great Britain resigned really and truly today. He resigned as Tory leader. He resigned as head of his party. And as soon as they pick another leader, he said at least by autumn, which is I think is early October, he is going to be gone as Prime Minister. What an end of a political career. Boris Johnson, I've been following him since he was Mayor of London. Since he was Mayor of London, to see him rise like this and to see him depart in this fashion. This is the stuff that movies are made of, guys. It is the stuff that movies are made of. So we wish him well. We wish him well, of course, as well as one can. We wish him well. And here were some of his words today. Here were some of his words as he made his resignation as Tory leader, and he really and truly also as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Here's some of what he said, folks.
A vast mandate, and when we're actually only a handful of points behind in the polls, even in mid-term after quite a few months of pretty relentless sledging, and when the economic scene is so difficult domestically and internationally. And I regret not to have been successful in those arguments, and of course it's painful not to be able to see through so many ideas and projects myself. But as we've seen at Westminster, the herd instinct is powerful. When the herd moves, it moves. And my friends, in politics, no one is remotely indispensable.
Yep, I hope some of them boys listening. In politics, no one is remotely indispensable. And this is a country at the top of its game. A Prime Minister who felt he was on top of his game as well. He said he herd mentality. Herd mentality. When the herd moves, that's politics, folks. When the herd moves, it moves. Yep, you have a cautionary tale to those guys who think they're invincible and they're in here for the rest of their life. Take caution. Take caution. Here's the Prime Minister again, folks, in his own words.
A vast mandate, and when we're actually only a handful of points behind in the polls, even in mid-term after quite a few months of pretty relentless sledging, and when the economic scene is so difficult domestically and internationally. And I regret not to have been successful in those arguments, and of course it's painful not to be able to see through so many ideas and projects myself. But as we've seen at Westminster, the herd instinct is powerful. When the herd moves, it moves. And my friends, in politics, no one is remotely indispensable.
Yep. And these months until his final departure is going to be a long goodbye. It is going to be a long goodbye. And as we said, wish him well. We wish him well. Moving on with the fight card, folks. Moving on, Spotted. Spotted. You gotta know is who is spot. You know, some people disrespectful. Some people disrespectful. Yep. But we can take a little up too. We can take a Spotted. You're gonna know what we're talking about just now. You're all fast. Spot. Who we spot? Take a look, take a listen. Who we spot? Who we spot? You know, quite recently, we've been telling you guys about what's happening in Jamaica. The Jamaicans are our friends. I want you all to know that. They're our Caribbean brothers and sisters by way of CARICOM, that great mother of ours. And we've been telling you guys about them announcing just yesterday about the emergence of the monkeypox in Jamaica. And this information came by way of the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, briefing the nation yesterday as that became known that monkeypox, good folks, it's in Jamaica, and we hope that our friends and relatives there and family and so on, our brothers and sisters are taking every precaution. You know, this is something that you come into close contact with, skin contact. This is how you get it. It lasts about 4 or 5 weeks. A number of symptoms, including these kinds of bumps, lesions on your skin. It is curable. It's not as deadly as COVID is by any measure, but you have to take precaution. And it's in this context, folks. It's in this context we saw Spotted. Take a look. Take a listen. Y'all know y'all label. Some of y'all know y'all label.
Jamaica. I know we're friend and thing, but I'm gonna ask you one favor. If you see any Guyanese book a flight from Jamaica to come to Guyana, please blacklist them. Because this, we can't have it in a Guyana. We already got to deal with Sharon Duncan and the PPP. We can't deal with the monkeypox. Keep it. A
shame. A shame, folks. Take another listen to her. I know we went by too fast for you guys. Take another listen.
Jamaica, I know we's friend and thing, but I'm gonna ask you one favor. If you see any Guyanese book a flight from Jamaica to come to Guyana, please blacklist them. Because this, we can't have it in a Guyana. We already got to deal with Sharon Duncan and the PPP. We can't deal with the monkeypox. Keep it.
Touche. Spotted, folks. Spotted. Yours truly. Yep, touche. Moving on, folks. Moving on. You know what's that? And y'all should almost instinctively know where we go from here. You know what is that? Some people are listening, then hearing. Right? They're listening, they're hearing. We see the carnage on the roads every day. Every day we see the carnage out there. And we say to folks, slow down. Right? This is what we saw today on the East Bank. Peters Hall. An SUV and the truck collided there at Peters Hall on the East Bank of Demerara. We didn't get any reports of fatality, but boy, oh boy, this could have ended much worse. Much worse. Again, folks, we say slow down the man. And let me arrive at life together. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Let's be cautious on the road. Let's approach the road safety with caution and care, consideration. All these C's, folks. The 1,000 C's. Caution, care, consideration, cherry and so on. Please, let's do that and arrive alive. All right, that's what we're saying. Slow down. We want mantra here when we talk about road safety. Slow down, be considerate, be kind, be all of those things on the road. Think for the other person. That's what we gotta do in some instances, you know. It's like this whole government driving, you gotta think for them. You gotta anticipate. You know, driving is stress. I don't like to do that. It's a lot of headache to think for other people and to try to navigate and anticipate where they're going and how they're going to turn and so on. Right? But we have to do it so we can stay safe. And of course, guys, arrive alive. That's what's happening on that front. You know, slow down. I hope this is not some of y'all. Know. I really hope this is not some of y'all. I hope Diane Ford license takes your time and go down the road and Sheena Hazel and Glenda Britton and Sandrine Bear. Hope y'all take your time. Ibon Rami and so. You know, I think Ibon said it best. I've been really trying not to have to dash this bell in some of your chests. Right? But you see these people on the road, they're trying my last nerves. I can tell you that. They're trying the last nerve. Bonnie Allison and Hazelyn King, Vaughn Wilson, they're trying the last nerve. Last nerve, folks. Slow down. Please and thank you. And let me arrive alive. Robert King, Barbara Ralph, and Shauna Fortune, Terrence, Lloyd Wallace, and all the other fantastic folks, Sean Henry, Sandra Davis. Slow down, the man. Slow down. It's right in your chest and get it bop and get it in your throat. And who vex? Because sometimes I sort out, you know. You sort out. You start thinking crystal clear. You know, you're very focused after that. One bell in your chest, perhaps. The rest is history. Folks, moving on, you fight cats. Slow down, we'll be arrive alive. Signs in the times. Signs in the times of our young people, folks. We gotta fight for them. We gotta fight for our young people. Barbara Ralph, we can't give up on them. Chanel Smith Daniels, we cannot give up on them. No. Much too young to resign on them. We gotta fight for them. Signs of the times. Patricia Kissoon, Paul Bourne, and all the other folks. Valerie Archibald, we gotta fight for the next generation in this country. Sometimes in your home. Don't give up on them. Do not give up on them. We beg of you. We beg of you. And this is what we know this evening. There's a student of a secondary school in Region 6 who they're telling us was raped by her teacher. Is it things, folks? Is it things? Is it things in the teacher? It is unnatural for a teacher to want to rape a student. You're in a position of influence to impact the next generation. And this is how you're doing it in the most dastardly, wicked, stinking, dirty fashion. Wicked, stink, and dirty fashion. Could you imagine the trauma this young lady is going to be under into the foreseeable future? Wickedness. That's what's happening. Total wickedness. Right? And we're being told that the education officials in the region are investigating this matter. The education officials in the region, they are investigating this matter. Folks, I'm so trying to speak level this evening, and not to be too animated, because my voice is gonna want to shut down and start coughing and all that. So please forgive me this evening. Please forgive me. This is what we're tracking. The alleged rape of the student by a teacher in Region 6. Yep. Wicked, stink, and dirty. Them is you folks. You want a bell under your foot bottom, in your chest, in your neck, in your head. Wickedness, and we hope that this person, once this is proven to be so, if it is so, they brought the swift justice. Swift justice, guys. Swift justice. We're tracking this. Total wickedness, I see one person says. Total wickedness. I like that. Total wickedness. That's what's happening. Total wickedness. Belly your chest with salt. All that freakishness you got there. Moving on, folks. This is what we're tracking. What's happening to our young women? This is an assault on our young people in the society in which we live today. Too many of our young people are being assaulted sexually like this. Too many of our young women are going missing. Too many of them. And so we've learned that Ciara Burkett, merely 15 years old, she has been reported missing, last seen in Seafields of Fire with her stepsister. Folks, if you've seen Ciara Burkett, please, they want us to report it to the nearest police station. If you have seen Ciara Burkett anywhere, please and thank you. Just 15 years old, last seen in Sophia with a stepsister. You see her anywhere, folks? Report it to the nearest police station right away. And let's help to reunite her with her family. Let's help to do that. Let us help to reunite her with the family that loves her and cares for her and misses her a whole lot. Ciara Burkett, again, last seen in Sophia with a stepsister. Too many of our young women are going missing, and we are planning here, and we're going to do it shortly. Put together a mini documentary of all the young women who have gone missing. We haven't seen that they have been found or they've gone back home or what have you. Quite a number of young women. The same way we had chronicled all of the road fatalities of April, and you see, when you put them together, then you see a big picture emerging before you and a narrative of what's happening with our young women in our society. And somebody ought to be taking notice of this and trying to find out what is really happening here. What is really happening? So let's please and thank you. Try to return Ciara Burkett to her family as soon as possible. Again, folks, they're asking us to report this to the nearest police station. The nearest police station. That's how they want us to treat with this. Nearest police station. Good, guys? Nearest police station. All right. Moving on to the fight card, guys. Moving on the fight card this evening. We big. That's why y'all know. We're stupid. We big and we looking good too. We big. I's a big boy now. I had a birthday last week. I can say that definitively. Yep. We big. They're always trying to pull wool over we but we ain't checking it. We ain't going down easy, no lightly. Right? We big and we got sense. Curtis Latchman, I know you're big and you got sense. Anne-Marie Roberts, we big. We got sense. We practically, we stupid, we dotish. Carlin, we big. We got sense. Naldo Grant, I know. We big. Acknowledge it. I know some of you want to run back in age. When you're young, you want to get old. When you're old, you want to get young. Man is by nature, the philosopher says, discontented. But I can acknowledge for myself, Can you want to acknowledge it? We big. Mark, we big, but we're stupid. Right? We're trying to pull things over behind. That's what we want y'all know. You remember the situation here? You remember the quote-unquote mayhem at Monkeypox? Right? When the protesters from Golden Grove and some other places overturned a bus and so on and burnt a vehicle at Monkeypox. Do you remember that? Well, slowly, a lot of video evidence emerging. I think they need a COI over that. Right? I know them boys handling them up late at nights looking to see who they could charge. I might even be charged. Because I was standing there videoing. looking to see who they could charge. If they could charge Dr. Hines, if they could charge Kadaki, if they could charge Rickford Burke, if they could charge Duncan. Y'all do what y'all got to do. Y'all do what y'all have to do. I must be about my father's business. Y'all do what y'all got to do. But we big and we ain't stupid. So the allegations were that it's the protesters that overturned buses. It's the protesters that burned a bus. It's the protesters. But you see, truth. Yeah? You can't hide it for long, you know. You see the facts. The facts are stubborn things. That's what them boys tell us. The facts is some stubborn thing. So let me take you guys from here. You remember how big auntie they're asking for the gas? Pass the gas? Pass the gas? I'm sure you remember this. Let me jog back your memory before I bring you to where I really want you. Let me jog your memory. Pass the gas. Bring the gas. Pass the gas.
What?
We're different. We're different in this.
Then people dead here now. People dead here now. Hey, man! Man, do head na go. Yeah. Daddy boss gone, bye. Gone. Fully gone.
Folks, thousands of you are watching us all around the world. Take the opportunity, share the live, smash the emoji button so others get valid, credible information. That's what we were saying. We big, but we ain't stupid. Pass the gas. Get on the gun. It gone. Pass the gas. But more than that, there's been that narrative. Protesters overturn a bus. Protester burn a bus. Ilman report. The video evidence, folks. The video evidence. You see facts. It's stubborn things. Right? And sometimes when people say, show me the evidence, they didn't think you got it, you know. They didn't think you got it. Take a look, folks, and take a listen of some of what transpired at Manipur that we didn't see before. Take a look and take a listen. Somehow or the other, I won't pretend I didn't just see that. But they don't look like Golden Grove protesters to me. I want to hazard a guess that those are not Golden Grove protesters. I can hazard that one. I don't know if they destroyed the vehicle or it was a derelict vehicle, but clearly, I don't think that is Golden Grove protesters upturning that vehicle there. Take another look. Maybe it's my eyes. Maybe it's my age and stage in life. Maybe your eyes are better. Take another look. Mayhem at Manripo, with the gas, pass the gas. You see, facts is stubborn things. Facts is stubborn things. It is said that a lie gets halfway around the world before truth has its boots on. A lie gets halfway around the world before truth has its boots on. Now, over 4,000 of you watching us, that there is credible and valid information. Give it a share for us, guys. Give it a share so others can see credible, valid information. Now, I am not indicated by any means that the people at Manripo did not suffer harm. You know, they didn't have the goods taken and all of that, right? But facts is facts, and we got to get that straight. Facts is facts, And we got to get that straight. And while I'm saying that, I want to add too, it's reprehensible that people should be beaten up and their personal possessions taken from them and all of that. That is reprehensible and should not be condoned. But the facts are the facts too. I think I can run it one more time for y'all. You see, where there's truth and reconciliation, we got to contend with a lot of things. We got to contend with a lot of things as a people. We got to fight through racism. We got to fight through stereotypes. And we got to come out stronger at the other side. That's what we got to do. Fight stereotypes that says, you know, all black people is thief. And then when we see savagery, we shocked. When we see savagery, we horrified. We got to fight racism and stereotype that says, oh, it's only Afro-Guyanese is overturned bus in this country and so on. So when you see a bus overturned, instinctively, but credible, valid information. Folks, I want the militant folks. I want you, the activists, share the damn live, smash that emoji button so that others in your timeline, in the groups in which you congregate on social media, in WhatsApp, get credible and valid information as well. Moving on in the fight card, folks. Moving on in the fight card. Taxi stubborn things. Crime continues to spiral. The regime in place, they promised us a crime prevention plan, but we still holding. We still waiting. Holding and waiting for that crime prevention plan. But it's all around us. Spiraling crime, ubiquitous in nature, all around, folks, all around. And this is what we heard and saw recently, that a medical student, Shiva Prakash, just 22 years young, he was robbed in Alberton. You can't walk in peace with your things in this country. Right? You can't walk in peace with your things in this country. We're going to share the life for us tonight. But others get valid, credible information. You can't walk in peace with your things. Right? So like it wasn't Shiva things. Then boys come back for it. And Alberton got a whole big police station, you know. I want to know sometimes, where are the authorities when stuff like this happening? Right? It seems like more time for police is spent on roadblocks. You try to access sometimes behind the botanical gardens, going on Mandela in the evenings. You know, 20, 30 policemen line up the road there. You know, do what you got to do, but this kind of crime needs some attention. This kind of crime needs some attention. Right? I thought the guys said they were rolling out something in the city and in the streets and so on to safeguard citizens. Maybe if Shiva Prakash was in the safe zone by Camp Street there along the embankment, maybe this would not have happened. You know, there's a safe zone there. The length of Camp to Main Street, where the old train line was. Yep, that's a safe zone. But Alberton, not so much. So Shiva Prakash had his things relieved. Them boys relieved him of his things. Right? Now, where does he go for compensation? Where does he go for compensation? Y'all tell me in the man. Where you go for compensation? Where does Shiva go for compensation? Right? We hope he recovers. He's going to be a lot of trauma. That's how that kind of stuff affects you. It's traumatic. That sudden surprise, you're being accosted and assaulted like that. Traumatic. Hope he gets through it in time. We hope he gets through it in time. And that these perpetrators are brought to justice as well. And the police actually do some policing for a change. Come out of the political arena and do some policing. And let's try to track down these guys here. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Respect and manners. Respect and manners. Folks, I want to show you what determination looks like. Right? And when you see people so determined, you understand that the country still got a little hope. It's still got a little hope. Maybe not with some of us. Maybe some of us as a Trinidadians say, we done gone through. We done gone through. There is no hope, no salvation for this country through us. Maybe, perhaps. But when you see young people operating a certain way, you're heartened by it. And in front of this young man, you all know the National Grade 6 assessment is being sat. And our young people are going out there, they've studied, they've worked hard, they've put in the time, and now they're executing on those examination papers. And we wish them all the best. Well, we saw this young man quite recently, guys, and we learned that he was bitten by a snake. He was bitten by a snake and hospitalized. And even in hospital, our brother said he wanted to finish his English exam paper. And so it was taken to him at the hospital. They put the facilities in place, and he was able to finish his exam. This is determination. This is the stuff the Guyanese are made of. We don't give up. We don't dress back. Pace and power, respect and manners. That's what we're saying to this young fella this evening. Snake bitten and all, hospitalized and all. He's finishing his exam. Yep. All of that. He's not only living, he's not only surviving, he's thriving. And we love this. You know, some of us, a little masculine like we are, and say, Boss man, I'm coming in late today. Boss man, I'm taking half day. Boss man, I want to go, I can't finish the work. But this young man, snake bitten and hospitalized. He said, out here, bring on the exam. Bring on the English paper. The country in good hands with young folks like this. He said, bring it on. Bring it on. I can show that English paper what he made of. And he went on to finish that paper. We hope he does well. Snake bitten, hospitalized. Some of us, the hairstyling come out good. Boss man, I can't come today. Right? The rain set up. I can take her 3 days. But this young man, this is the kind of determination and stick-to-itiveness that Guyanese, true Guyanese, are made of. And we say respect and manners to him. Respect and manners. Respect and manners also. We see teachers going above and beyond. We saw so much of this during COVID. Who can share the light for us? Who can smash the emoji button? We saw so much of it during COVID. Guys, we are so heartened and we are so humble. That when we saw, for instance, the teachers at Meritorio Primary School here in the Demerara River, going above and beyond. You know, it's flooded in some parts of this country. It's flooded. Them boys didn't care. Them boys didn't care. And we say respect and manners to the teachers throughout this country during this period, ensuring our children go out and write those exams, and you've been preparing them and so on. We say respect and manners, going out to teach the nation's children under some intense circumstances like this. You know, when you sign that contract to become a teacher, you know, you don't say in flood, I'm going to take a boat and go to school. You hope that the environment is enabling one, but yet we see our teachers going above and beyond. And we want to say respect and manners to them. Now, the authorities that administrate the education sector is a different story. But to our teachers, we say respect and manners. Keep pressing on. Our nation's children are depending on you. Keep pressing forward. In spite of, like that young man, in spite of the circumstance, please and thank you. Right? Your job is invaluable. Please, respect and manners. Respect and manners, good folks. You see that? Some of you, soon as you step out your yard and you get a little water, you say, I ain't going today. I'm going to take a week. Little water here for yard. People going through all of that. That's the stuff that Guyanese folks are made of. Respect and manners as well. We saw this young lady out there doing well from St. Stanislaus, Quiana Chester, right? Quiana Chester, and she managed to launch a business called Licks. Is it? Am I pronouncing it right? I hope so. GY. Just before her CAPE examination last year. And her story is such an inspiration in and of itself. She said she wanted to earn some additional income to supplement the cost of her education and going to school and all of that. Her mother, she says it's in her blood. Her parents are entrepreneur. Her mother is a juice vendor. Her father is a vendor as well. And she was toying with this idea about what she should do with her time. And with $8,000 and another investment of $10,000 from a colleague, she was able to start this accessories business to the point now where she's gone into delivering, not only selling the accessories, but she can deliver them to you. I hope you search out this business and help us to give this young woman a push. You know, she's heading in the right direction. She's heading in the right direction. Quiana Chester of, is it LEWKS? How do you pronounce that? Licks. GY, check for it on Instagram, check for it on Facebook, and see how we can you can be a blessing to her, how you can patronize that business. I love to see our young people moving forward like this positively. Too many times we only highlight the negatives that our young people are involved in, but lots of them, thousands of them, and I dare say in the majority, they are doing well and they are moving forward in positive ways. And I really, really want to highlight that. Saw that today and just had to share with you. Respect and manners, Quiana Chester. Respect and manners. Moving on, if I can, good folks, the cost of living. The cost of living, good people. But you all know where we at. Every day it goes up a little more. Every day. You know, you can't buy plantain now. You can't buy rice, oil, sky high, gasoline. Lord have mercy. Everything has gone up. Everything has gone up. And the prediction is that inflation will continue to rise. It's sky high right now. So you all know, get it with dinner. Well, you can't even afford dinner now because we can't. Things getting from bad to worse. They're telling us, guys, that there's a sugar shortage. In a land of many sugar factories. And then boys come back, they say they're going to make sugar great again. They're telling us there's a shortage of sugar. Consumers, that is. The regime says not so much. I believe it was the CEO of Gaisuko, Sister Singh, who was asked recently, he said, he don't know that. He don't know about that. But he didn't know the closing Edinburgh either. He said he don't know about that. But lots of consumers have been complaining about a shortage of sugar in supermarket, which in and of itself is sending up the price. This is a lie. Sugar short. Interestingly enough, the very newspaper, the very entity in which we're pulling this information from, we want to give the credit to iNews Guyana, right, who said that there was a shortage. The consumers were complaining. Or rather, let me take the inverse way. The very news entity who was reporting that the sugar industry's head was saying that there is no shortage, the very newspaper, in another article, went on to tell us that yes, there's a shortage. So much so that IFRAT, you remember the combine fix, the turbine, the combine? IFRAT is going to be trying to meet the shortfall by producing 1,000 bags of sugar as from what? Today or tomorrow? 1,000 bags of sugar to meet the shortfall. And if iNews reporting is to be relied on, they spoke to a number of consumers who said there's a shortage. I want to quote part of their report on this. Quoting one such consumer, he said, sugar is scarce on the west coast of Demerara. Right? Whoever has, they're selling for $200 a pound. Can you imagine that? Was $70 the other day. Whoever has is selling for $200 a pound. I'm quoting iNews here. Another social media user contended that I paid $1,200 for 4 pounds of sugar 2 days ago. What's going on in this country? According to this consumer. Yep. But yet, according to the very news source, iNews, yep, the sugar boss, he's contending that there's no shortage. Folks, what kind of country we living in? What kind of country we are living in? Right? He is contending there is no shortage. And that is why I'm asking the question, what kind of country are we living in, good people? What kind of country we living in? Isuku says there's no shortage and consumers are complaining. That particular news entity. We got to get it right. You see the shame, you know. They don't want you to know that things are so bad, but that is how bad things are. And you, the consumers, you will know. Arlene Daniel says I paid $595 for 2 pounds of sugar recently. That will be consistent with what the gentleman is paying for 4 pounds. $1,000+. Audrey Brown said I pay, I just saw the number go up there. Is that $200 and something for a pound of sugar? Audrey? You know, yes, Audrey Brown says I paid $200 for a pound of sugar today. But the government says there's no shortage of sugar. And there's no price increase in sugar. DeAndre Zandi said sugar is $1,600 for a sack. $220 a pound of sugar, $280 a pound of sugar. But they say that you're wrong. That's what them boys saying. You're wrong. Right? Don't IFRAT saying they're producing 1,000 bags per day to be the shortfall. Yep, don't worry them. They know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about, folks. That's how it's going down. Them boys shame. They say they can make sure great again, but look at we. Look at us. We got to start importing sugar whole scale, large quantities for domestic consumption. Because yet again, them boys have failed the industry. Yet again, they have failed the industry. They're telling us no shortage. But I'm going to be producing 1,000 bags from tomorrow to be the shortfall. And then you got consumers like you guys complaining as well. Mavis Davis will say, yes, sugar's $200 a pound. Marlon Thomas says, yes, £5 is $1,000 somewhere on Linden Street, like highway. Maxine Monroe says, gas is $4,500. The cost of living going up. Higher and higher, folks. Higher. God be with us. God be with us. Turn attention now to them boys. I don't know if it's because things are going so awry with them boys, much like they've gone awry with Boris Johnson. But is there 60 in this government who can say on principle the failed leadership and management of this country, I will tender my resignation? Do we got a couple of folks like that on principle who can say that? Well, it looked like y'all boy wants he was folks, I know this is a wink. I don't know what it is, but we watching. So we there. We saw the Prime Minister of Belize visiting, and then we see y'all boy lash out. We see Star Boy lash out, Catfish lash out in a licking yellow. I don't know if there's a wink. You see, he could be giving me a nod, you know. Things are so bad on that side. You know, when the ship starts sinking, them rats just jump off. Them rats just jump off when the ship starts sinking. A licking yellow we saw. Licking yellow. This could be a wink. Could be a wink. So, Prime Minister of Belize, he might be there long, tie up your arrangements quick. Get where you can get. He might not be there. Do we have a 60 in this administration? Y'all think so? Y'all think we got 60 principal people in this administration? But it's not only he, Roxanne Jones. It's not only he, Kim Gordon, Alfred Jordan. It's not only him. Because like another one want to come over too. Like it's a wink, like he got yellow. Here for the Joe Hamilton. Like the guy yellow. The guy yellow. I don't know. We just watch it on. Right? We just watch it on. We don't want Joe. Let me say that on behalf of us, all of us. We don't want Joe. They're giving us a wink here, folks. They're giving us a wink. But folks, that being said, we're watching what's happening. We see a lot of agreements being signed with Barbados, for instance. A lot of agreements being signed. But when you look at them, what are we getting out of it? And that's the question a lot of people are asking this evening. What is Guyana getting for all of its troubles? For bending over backwards for Barbados, black belly ship coming here, land giving way, this happening, that happening, curry frying out every morning. What are we getting in return? I don't know if you're ever going to ship out some of them trench crappos and jagabats, tadpoles and cricketers, jumpy birds and scarecrows. I don't know if you can ship some of them out. But what are we getting in return? Somebody says nothing. Nothing. Me seem to be getting everything. Oh, foolish Galatians. The good book says, who has bewitched you? You better really find Prince. You better really find Prince. Because I know we get it. I've been reading this back and forth. I didn't think we're getting too much out of it. I want ravelings. I want substantive things. Me getting land for young people farm. She getting prawns. She getting crab. She getting sugar. She getting rice. She getting man. She getting woman. Jagabats, trench crappos, the whole animal farm. What we getting? Plus she getting curry every morning. Plus she getting curry every morning. Make it right, Irfaan. Make it right. That's what we're saying. Costly exercise. Make it right. Make it right. Y'all know the name Colin? Calvin Brutus, name calling. Yes. He name calling tonight. His name is calling tonight yet again. Because last night he ran out. He ran out. Yeah.
The morale of the Guyana Police Force and its ranks are at an all-time high with the recent promotions of senior and junior officers and other ranks. This is according to Deputy Commissioner of Police Acting Calvin Brutus in an invited comment on Wednesday morning. He was at the time speaking in his capacity as chairman of the Police Officers Association. With respect to the present Police Service Commission makeup, Brutus said that the entire Guyana Police Force recognizes the body as legitimate.
The promotion that was released, a lot of thought went into the preparation by the senior administration team led by the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clifton Hicken, to make sure that the vacancies, first of all, are filled at each rank level, and that in doing so, that there's a balance in terms of gender, race, and all the other attributes to make sure that we don't only fill the vacancies, but we have a robust representation of how the society reflects as what is in our organization.
Yep. So his name calling this evening, folks. His name is calling. He came up with a long statement this morning. A lengthy statement. And he's saying this quote matter that seeks and says that the promotion that was done by the Police Service Commission is illegal and unconstitutional. He says that this is dubious. This is dubious and mischievous. A lot of people are asking what happened in here. Let Calvin become politician now. He says dubious and mischievous. And if you read that statement, Calvin comes out swinging against the court. Mind you, he himself took a matter relating to a promotion list in the Guyana Police Force to court just last year. He himself. And so lots of folks are quite surprised by these actions belatedly. Lots of folks are shocked by what they're hearing here. They are absolutely shocked. But a lot of folks said, this is not here, you know. When you read that statement, the son is not my brother. Somebody write down, give it a put out there. Somebody has written that and give him to put out there, good folks. But while he was talking about the people who are pushing this before the court, pushing this before Roxanne George Wiltshire, being dubious and mischievous, minuscule, and all kinds of things, while he was doing that, others were actually before the court. And we learned this evening that the court will hear the matter on Monday. On Monday. The court will hear the matter on Monday. Again, this is Paul Slow challenging the appointment of the Police Service Commission. It's going to be heard on Monday before Justice Gino Prasad. That's where it's going to be heard. Before Gino Prasad, Justice Gino Prasad. Please and thank you. Justice Gino Prasad. Yep, that's how it's going down. And we're going to continue to follow and see if indeed it's mischievous. We're going to keep following. We're going to keep following to see if indeed it is dubious. That being said, folks, I'm deteriorating. I'm deteriorating a bit, so I'm going to wrap up. Thanks for joining us. That being said, that's our program. That being said, folks, that's me time. That is me time. That is our program. Thanks for joining us. That's our time. Please remember to partner with us. Take something to keep the lights on and the doors open. Partner with us. We're available on Zelle, PayPal, MMG, MoneyGram, Western Union, all for your convenience. We don't want to see it in a braggadocious way. All of those platforms are for the ease of convenience. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram and Western Union. And every donation, folks, keeps our programs going. Every donation does that for us. Thank you so much. Apologies, I would not be able to stick around this evening and give some of you guys a shout out. At least you really see the deterioration. But thanks for joining us. That's our program, good folks. And that is our time. Thanks for joining us. I know some of you are going to be heading off to other places, other programs, such and so forth. Carlotta Peters and Gail Watson, Sandra Davis, Dollar Asana, Greta Anderson, Chen Sing Henry, Colleen Solomon, and is it Katahar, Mark Doris, and all the other folks. A Gala Spectator and Adele Semple, Stacey Mattis, all you other folks have a fantastic rest of the evening and stay safe. Stay safe, guys. We're going to see you guys right back here in the morning. Stay safe, please, and thank you. Thanks for joining us this evening. Share the live before you go. Smash that emoji button, guys, and please, partner with us. Stay safe.